look for properties, like what's your procedure? Do you use like typical things like Zillow and those kind of websites, or do you? And I understand you're looking at rents and other factors and Google searches, but when it comes to the actual property itself, what's a procedure for looking at a property?
So
Finding one.
I learned this the hard way, and I think that I lucked out super hard. I don't know, like if I'd have not figured this out, like so early on, if I would be successful in real estate. So I think this is a good question. The answer to that is people are 100% what you like your asset when looking for a property. So like we talked about before, like where you're gonna look for a property in terms of like where in the country. All right, so if it's in where you're living, that's always a huge, like if the area where you're living is a good for like purchasing investment properties, then you're like the best off you can be, because you can go to stuff, you could travel around, you could talk to as many people as you want. If you're going elsewhere, the trick is going to be the people that are in that location. So the first is your real estate agent. Find a real estate agent that understands investment properties and has done this before. Like ask them if they own investment properties. Like, what do you own? Do you own short-term rentals, long-term rentals? How long have you been doing this? What's your success look like? What do you look for in properties? Ask those questions, because if it aligns with what you're doing, then they can do a lot of the legwork for you. Like, yeah, you can get on Zillow and you can find some stuff and you can toss it out there for them to take a look at. But if they have the same mindset you do, then the stuff that they find is going to match what you're looking for, right? So the first time I went down and I bought my first property, luckily, I actually flew down and started looking around, right? My real estate agent wasn't all that great. The second time I started asking around to people I knew there, like, who should I talk to? What's the real estate agent I should talk to? And I found someone who like really well aligns with what I'm trying to accomplish. The second part of that question is you're going to have to find somebody who, like a general contractor who is really, really good, right? And that's tough. General contractors oftentimes will start projects and they'll ditch them. They'll dramatically overquote you on stuff. Like sometimes they're just not very good. Like they just actually don't know their craft very well, right? And there's a lot of that, and it's real difficult to find someone. But you want to find someone who you can trust, who will do the job with you not sitting there watching them do it, who will do the job well, who you can repeatedly call on. So my answer to that is like figure out where in the country you want to go, and then look for those two people. And do that before you actually purchase the property.